I'm going to start talking because it always goes live before it says live. And then I'm sitting there just looking like, I guess it's going to go sometime. All right, now it says live. Hello, everybody. It's Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, yes, I have another Goodwill Outlet haul for you. I went back today because I could, and I spent $29. I don't have my, where did I put my receipt? I wanted to tell you what the poundage was, but no, I don't know where I put my receipt. So I spent about $29, just over $29, and I got some things that I think will probably be able to make about $330-ish when I sell them on eBay and Etsy. I did take photographs of almost everything, pretty much everything from yesterday's haul. So as you can see, my tent is set up right behind me. So I was sitting on the floor watching. What was I watching? Anyway, doesn't matter. I was watching and taking photographs so that I have pictures throughout the whole week that I can be listing as my kids are doing this, that, and the other thing between our homeschool adventures, ramblings, whatever we do. All right, so I'm going to share with you guys what I got. I have not yet verified on the Gucci glasses from yesterday. My brother sent me a link that kind of walks you through authenticating Gucci glasses. So I was thinking, just like with that, what was the pen that I had? Oh my gosh, the Mont Blanc pen that I got a while back. I think I'm going to do a video kind of going through it piece by piece because why not? Isn't that fun? So we can all find out together. But I am live, so hello everybody in the chat. I know, hashtag addicted, totally Christy. Thank you everybody for coming to hang out. It really means a lot. And if you're new here, welcome. I've got lots of new subscribers. And if you are new, my name is Margaret, and I am a stay-at-home homeschool mom. That's one of the ways that I make money to support my family is by reselling things on eBay and Etsy and coming and showing you guys what all I got and what I'm selling things for. So it's good and fun, and it allows a lot of flexibility. So that's good. Okay, and if you've got questions or other things in the chat, leave them, and then I will come back at the end and go through the chat and everything. Okay, I feel like I was talking, setting everything up for a long time. All right, first thing that I want to share with you guys that I picked up are these magnetiles. And if you have not seen magnetiles, or if your kids don't have magnetiles, they're expensive. And basically they're these building panels, and they're magnetic, and so you can build all kinds of creations with them. My kids have a lot of magnetiles, and they are crazy expensive, especially new. So I did dig around looking for more because it's better if you have a larger lot of them. But let me flip over and I'll share with you guys the kind of sale prices you can get. So if you see them out there, they just look like these translucent, colorful, geometric shapes, mostly polygons. Anyway, so here's a lot of 23 that sold for, well, best offer accepted, about 25 bucks. But as you can see, here's a lot that sold for 61. Here's a lot of 110 that sold for maybe 70 bucks or so. They are really expensive. So if you find them, even if you don't find a ton at one time, you could always like throw them in a bag or in a tub and just kind of compile them until you find more and then sell them. So honestly, right now, since I don't have a bunch of them, I might just clean them and throw them in the box of the ones my kids have because they still use them. It's kind of a good go between, like if I'm working with one kid, I'm like, oh, go do a puzzle or go do something like that. So, hang on, I'm looking here. Oh yeah, okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Real fast. Okay, I'll come back to that. All right, so that's the first thing. Let me go in order. Let me see what's next for you guys. Next up, okay, the next thing I picked up was a Lacoste. My pile is falling. Don't fall. Stay. Okay, the next thing I picked up is a Lacoste hat. And I could not find the same exact one. So it's one of these kind of bucket hats. It's in really good shape. It actually, wait, let me show you the logo. There's that. And then this side is the Lacoste on it. The inside is super duper clean. And yeah, there's the tag on the inside. So I think it's, authentic. No, it doesn't smell. I was like, it smells like, kind of got that thrift store kind of smell. So, I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't find the same exact one. So prices for the other ones are kind of, there's a few different price points. So, and again, I don't do auctions. So some of these were sold on auction, $10 or so. But then here's one, a little bit different bucket kind of style for $65. So, I mean, that one sold for $15. And then there's some that are crazy, like $100. So what are we thinking? Somewhere in between $10 and $100. We've got to make that decision. So tell me what you would do as far as that go. Schrodinger. I hope I said your name wrong. Yeah, the hats, he are saying that the bucket hats are really popular right now. Goodwill. Then look, here's one that's $23. I will probably put it up for about maybe $25 with the best offer. So that's probably what I'll do. Yes, Smell-O-Vision, Debbie. Okay, then the next thing I got, nothing as exciting as the Gucci glasses, but the next thing that I got, let me pull this up for you. It's a backpack. And at first glance, it looks just like a normal backpack. And then when you open it up, it's that metal thing. I'm like, what is clanging? This is so weird. It's got all of these compartments and stuff. It's really padded. And if you look, anyway, on the side here, you can see a tripod on the side, right? That's what that is right there, a tripod. And the brand is, I can't read that again. I'll have to look over here. The brand is Manfrotto. And this brand makes backpacks for photographers. So it's this fancy brand. So anyway, this is one that's up new. There were quite a few different styles of this backpack. These are sold listings. And as you can see, some of them really go up into the 80s, 100s, and all that. So because mine is used and I'll probably put it up for about $50 and then just put a best offer on it. Because there, as you can see, there are prices that are kind of all over, anywhere from that $20 to $30 all the way up to much, much more, 100 or so. So yeah, I'll probably put, like, this one looks pretty similar to what I've got. I'll probably put about $50 with a best offer on that. So, yeah. Okay, thanks for that in the chat. Dan and Mary are both saying that's a really high end. Don't price it low. Okay, yeah. So what do you think? Should I do more than $50 then? I don't know. Margaret's hoarded more bling. Oh, for sure. Are you looking at part of my hoard back there? Okay, moving on. So I got the backpack, and it actually came in super handy while I was going around because it had all the compartments. So whenever I was finding mugs and stuff, I was like shoving mugs in the little compartments, so they were all padded in the backpack. Okay, then let me move on. Sorry, I'm going to do something that seems really weird. But I feel like maybe I shouldn't have put lotion on before I started this, because now it smells like dusty lotion or something. Anyway, all right. That was weird. All right, then I got this mug. So this is a Dunkin' Donuts mug, and it's kind of like the Starbucks, where are you mugs, or here you are, or whatever they're called. This one says Connecticut runs on Dunkin'. You would think that Starbucks would have a problem with Dunkin' Donuts even copying their, like, here you are mugs or whatever they are. And the outlet where I shop, the glass, anything glass or ceramic is 20 items for $1.99 or up to. So even if you have 5 glass items or mugs or whatever, it's $1.99. Or you could have all the way to 20, whatever. So this Dunkin' mug, there's a sold for $15.99. So I was like, okay, that's a win. So there's that. That will get put up for probably around that same price, as you can see. There are others. Here's another one that sold for $19. I don't do free shipping, though. There are some that sold for lower, but I'm not going to price lower. Why? Somebody sold it for more. Let's do that instead, right? Okay. Joe is asking, how am I going to sanitize the camera backpack? Probably with Clorox wipes, maybe some Lysol. What do you think? What would you do? Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Because there are a few spots that I'm going to need to like kind of clean up, maybe with a damp cloth and all. I don't know. That's probably what I'm going to do. Unless you think there's a better way that I should know of, then I'll listen to that instead. Okay. Okay, then I was checking the chat, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Okay, and then I did get a Starbucks mug as well. So I got this Starbucks mug. Hang on. And at first glance, I didn't think it was a Starbucks mug, and I walked by it. And then later, somebody had it on its side, and I saw the Starbucks on the bottom. So, and this is not one that's selling for a huge amount, but because, you know, it's probably like 10 cents one that I bought it for, that I can sell it for around, I don't know, around $13, maybe $15. There weren't a whole lot of them up there. So I might just list it for $12.99 and just see what happens. I'm not going to go lower than that though. I'm not going to go $5 or anything. That's too low. Do not use bleach on the bag. No bleach. Okay. Debbie says, I just use dish soap and water. Dish soap and water on a rag. No hard chemicals because it could damage the foam padding. Aha. Alcohol hand sanitation. Very good. Okay, cool. Thank you. Because I don't have to clean up. Most of the things I get are not, I won't usually get something if it's like grody, but the bag does have a little bit of wear on the bottom, but I'd rather it be cleaner if I can make it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, I tend to not pick up things that are weird or gross. Okay, so the next thing I picked up, I would not have normally imagined myself digging around looking for puzzle pieces, but I did pick up 3 puzzles. This was a Batman and Robin, this one's Gargoyles, and this is another Batman. And there was like a Joker one in there. Anyway, I dug around and got the puzzle pieces. And there they are. I found a bag. Fancy that. I found a bag to throw them all in. Because they're vintage, and you know I like vintage stuff. So I could have sworn, when I looked up this Gargoyles puzzle, I could have sworn I saw one that was selling for more. Maybe I need to look back on my phone. Because I scanned it because it has a barcode. Hang on, let me peek real fast. And see if it remembers my searches. Because then I will tell you what it was. Come on now. Recent? Gargoyles puzzle. Here we go. It's not doing exactly what I was thinking it was going to do. Anyway, I looked it up when I was there, and there was a sold that was for more than what these are. But even still, even if it's like, well, like here's one that is $20, that's up. And the cool thing about this is that I can put it on Etsy as well. So even though there's not a ton that I'm seeing right off the bat sold on eBay, it might be better over on Etsy anyway. Same deal, like here's a Batman and the Joker, because there was a Batman and Robin one, and then there's a Batman, and one of them has the Joker on it. But I don't see that one on here too. But I did, like I said, I scanned them. Hang on, let me look at the solds for you. Oh, these are sold. As you can see, there's different prices as far as those go. But they're really like flat, super easy to ship, all that good stuff. Okay, let me peek over there. Oh, hi, Tam. Let's see. I'm going to come back to your questions in just a minute, I promise. Okay. All right. The next thing that I picked up, there were a few thermoses there, and maybe I should have got the other ones too. There was like a 101 Dalmatians one, but I didn't get that. I got this one. It's a Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. It's really clean inside. I did open it because if it was gross, I was going to leave it because, no, I'm not dealing with that. And this one, there are some up there for anywhere between $10 and $15. Most of them, it looks like around $15, which works for me. So I'll probably put it up there for that price. And there aren't solds on here, but again, this is a 2000. And if you are in denial, like I wish I was in denial about what vintage is, on Etsy now, anything that is vintage can go up there, and anything 2000 and before is now considered vintage, which I'm just going to pretend like I'll agree as far as I can sell it. I'll disagree as far as I don't want to be that old. Okay. Okay. Then the next thing, it's like I want to go into the chat, but then people get super annoyed about me going into the chat. You should probably... Okay, I'm going to go in the chat. All right, Penny's asking, when you put it for buy it now, do you set an offer price or just leave it open? No, So when I set up my eBay listing and I put a buy it now price on it, where they can send an offer, that is, pardon me, I set it to where you can set it to the lowest, like automatically decline any offers below this number, automatically accept any offers above this number. And so I always set that up so I'm not getting these like $5 emails that I have to respond to, because every little thing that takes time, it takes time, and you don't want to have to mess with that. So I definitely set that all up so it can kind of work on its own. It'll just tell people no for me. That's good. Yes. Chili. Okay, then the next thing, oh, I forgot to show it to you. I couldn't find it. So the next thing I got, it may be just like a promotional item, but it's like a little canvas zipper bag. It's Anne Klein, and I know there are people that really like Anne Klein stuff. And like I said, it's probably just a promotional thing that came with perfume or something. But I was like, well, I'll look it up. It doesn't weigh practically anything, so it was really cheap. But as you can see, I didn't find anything like it. So honestly, what I was thinking was I'd probably just put it up for like $15 or so, and that would be it. Unless you guys have a better idea of what I should do, then I'll look at that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Dan. Dan is saying that vintage cycling water bottles sell for a lot of money, especially the oh my gosh, I don't know if I can say that. Campagnolo Aero bottles. Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Hello, my first-time viewers. Thanks for coming. How many friends do we have watching today? 96. Go over there and hit the thumbs up. Okay, here we go. Next. Oh, I found a pop figure. Isn't that fun? Ah! It fell. My pile. Okay, so I found a pop figure, and this is from Overwatch. And this guy is, I guess his name is Junkrat. Isn't that fun? He's like my spirit animal. I don't know. So Junkrat over here is not worth a ton, but I just liked him a lot. So he came with me, and he was called Junkrat. So, all right, here we go. Junkrat sold. There's one that sold for 10. There's one that sold for 14, 18. Again, I don't do free shipping. And his box is a little bit mushed, as you can see. Do we have any that are still up for sale? That's the question. Because the fewer there are up for sale, the more you can wiggle around with that price. Because if people still want it, they're willing to pay a little bit more. No, there's a bunch of them. Look at this guy. He's like $150. Like, what's different about yours? 10 people are watching it. Probably, oh, it's signed. That's what's different there. Okay, yeah. Well, still, I don't know. Okay. B and Bark's asking why I don't do auctions. I've done a couple, like with some of the Star Wars stuff. Look at that. That's my tub of still Star Wars stuff that I haven't listed yet. There's like the Ewok Village in there and all that. I did it with a few of the Star Wars things that I just wasn't sure about on the price. And actually it's something I might consider doing, because I have a few of the bigger ones like the AT-AT and another ship that I have a lot of watchers on, but nobody's biting at my price. So maybe I need to go in and try, because, well, I usually when I do an auction, it's either something that I'm not quite sure about, like one of the Star Wars guys. He was broken. His head was decapitated, basically. But people still wanted him because of his lightsaber. They still wanted him. He had a cape, a lightsaber. I think it was Darth Vader. But his head was like glued on horribly. So I was like, I don't know. Let's just see if somebody wants this thing. And I put it up on auction. But yeah, totally waiting for and then waiting to see if they pay. And then are you going to get, because I was say, like, put the price, your starting price, at the lowest that you're willing to take. Don't do like starting at 99 cents or anything like that. So that's probably why. But maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll try it with a couple of these other Star Wars big things. I just need to sell them locally because I'm really, like, when they sell, I have to pack them. That's the thing. Dan is asking, on an auction, can you still do a reserve price? I don't know. Maybe somebody can answer that. I don't know the answer to that. Okay, back to the haul. Island Thrift says, I only do auctions with jewelry and decorative pin lots. Interesting. Maybe I should try that. Pardon me, you guys. Okay, next up, I couldn't find this same exact one either. But I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not selling it. It is a really nice Igloo soft-sided cooler. And it's totally clean. It looks like it was never used. Here's the mystery part. It's got Velcro on the back. Did it used to like stick onto something? Or maybe something else stuck onto this? But it's small Velcro. So it couldn't have held anything. If this thing was full, like these two little dots of Velcro are not going to hold it onto anything. Something else must have been attached to it. But anyway, as I said, I could not find this the same one up there, but I'll probably end up keeping it because we always need coolers and things from whence we go. So there's one this is the closest similar-ish one that I found that was up there for about $26. And let's see. Over here, yeah, I mean, same deal. I'm probably just going to keep it. I'd rather keep it than sell it for less than 20 bucks. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, cute baby alert. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat, you guys. Dan is saying, is it for a car with a trunk strap? Possibly. That's a good guess. I don't know. Okay, next up is this timeout baby costume. And look, the costume has little tattoo sleeves on it. Like, isn't that cute? The only problem is the hat is not in there. So, but that might be okay because, you know, like my kids always like took their hats off. They wouldn't let me put anything on their heads. I'll probably just sell this on like a local Facebook like marketplace just because. And, you know, maybe $5 or something like that because it's missing the hat and everything. Unless you think, I don't know. So here, most of these are like new, brand new that have sold. I could have sworn there was one that was not new. Oh, well, most of the ones that are new, that were sold rather, were new. So, I'm laughing at the chat. Okay, next. The next item was this really nice Christmas stocking. And I found it, but I couldn't find a sold or one that was up for sale. So it's got this embroidered, as you can see, deer and plants and whatnot on it. And it's from a company called Red Envelope, which makes, personalized stuff and other kind of gift items. And what I found, what it's called, the kind of embroidery that it's called is Atomi. So I hope I'm saying that right. But these are two, not the same brand, but the Atomi style embroidered Christmas stockings. So those both sold for, or they're up. Is there a sold? Let me click on that. Sold. Let's see. Nope. All right. So let me flip through what I've seen. So here's one, not the same brand, but Atomi embroidered stocking up for $90. Eek, I don't think so. I don't know that mine would sell for that. So this is what I found from, I guess, when they were originally up, but whenever I clicked it, it said, this page does not exist, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, question mark on that. What would you put it up for? I don't know. I might as well put it up for like $20 and just see, like put a best offer on it. Why not? Tam says she's got the tree skirt that matches that. I saw the tree skirt when I was researching. What do you have the tree skirt up for? Or do you personally have the tree skirt? Or do you have it up for sale? Okay. All right. let's move on to the next item. Closing these tabs out. And the next thing I picked up, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten it. Do you ever do that? I'm sure you do. It's still wrapped in the cellophane. It's a big coloring book. Color Me Your Way. One of those like adult style coloring books with all the animals and such. It's not selling for that much. But I don't know. Part of me was just like, just get it. You like it. Why not? So here's a few that have sold. Wait, no. These are not sold, are they? Hang on. One moment. Okay. So here's one that sold 2 of them for $19. And then the ones that are still up there, yeah, they're there's 4. Anywhere from $11 to $23. So I'll probably put mine in the middle there, $14.99. Actually, that's not bad. I mean, that's still probably, what did I pay for it? I mean, that would probably still be like a $12 profit, which is pretty good, I think. So, okay, good. So, Island Thrift says, oh yeah, I'd have bought that. Good. You ever wonder, sometimes you wonder, you're like, what am I doing? Maybe this was a bad idea. That was me. There's a few things that I did get to keep, but I'll show you those at the end, I guess. Oh, Tam says, I thrifted the tree skirt. I'm still trying to decide if I want to list it. It's so beautiful and well made. Yes, exactly. I would have trouble. I think the tree skirt would be even harder to get rid of than the Christmas stocking, personally. Okay. Island Thrift says you can save it and do a lot of adult coloring books. Nice. Okay, then next, sorry, I was laughing in the chat. I picked up, because anything glass, including framed art, it falls under that 20 items for $2. So I picked up a couple pieces of art to sell, and I'll tell you why. So this one, can you see it? I can't see the screen, and this has got some fishing boats. It's called Fishing Fleet. And I got it because there are people that like nautical stuff. Not naughty, nautical. I know where you're going to go with that, Dan. So nautical type things. And then it's like a pen and ink style. So that's a whole nother thing that people tend to like. So I couldn't read. Was that the one? One of them I couldn't read. There's another one in a second. I couldn't read the artist's signature, but that's okay. So, there's Fishing Village Pancake. Don't do that. He's pushing it. I was thinking the lowest I'll probably put it up for is 30. Because again, I can put it up on eBay and Etsy. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little more research. But chances are that I'll put it up for, like I said, the lowest I would do is 30. I'll probably put it up for more. And it looks like the artist's signature is that Carl? Earl? I don't know. I'll have to do a little digging. It's 55 of 150 of them done. So it must be a print. Anyway, then the other one that I got, again, because they're, what was it? 20 items for $2. If they have glass or ceramic. So that's pretty cheap, 10 cents basically. So this one's got a train, and there are train people. I have to find out what kind of train engine that is, because that will be something that's important in the listing. This one's called Round the Bend, and I can't read that signature at all. So that, again, at least $30, especially I think the train one's going to do better than the fishing boats. So yeah. And then they're matted the same. So I think probably what I'll do as well is in the listing say, if you like this, make sure you check out this listing for blah, 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 because they're matching, as far as that goes. Okay. Then, yeah, people like the trains, right? All right. Then next up, did I show you the train? Yeah, I couldn't find, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So when I first pulled this up, I was like, oh my gosh, what if this is the artist, like Jack Bundy? So I went and looked. I'm like, no, darn it. But here you can see there are 2 locomotive pen and ink drawings that are up for $220. So I think, the train one will go for more than $30 for sure. Tam says, well, I knew that train. My grandson is obsessed with trains. Nice. Okay, then next up, I picked up these again for the same reason. There are 3 exactly the same. So I went back and forth because I don't sell a whole lot of frames, like just plain old picture frames. But these ones are really nicely made. They kind of look like woven silvery. And there's again, as I said, there's 3 of them exactly the same. So I was like, you know what? Just get them, Margaret, because 1, they're like 10 cents a piece to buy. 2, I just have to do 1 listing with quantity 3. And so even if it's just like not something I'm in love with wanting to sell, it's gonna be easy for me. And when they sell, they won't be too hard to ship. So I'm probably, I don't know, I'm still looking at pricing for this. Oh gosh. I think this is the problem I have with frames. I just never know how to price them. So look at that. I mean, it's just all over the place. People, if it's the style, here's the thing. If it's the style they want, they're willing to pay whatever you're asking for it, generally, unless it's insane. Or maybe they will. But if you price it like $10, I don't know. If it's, you know what I'm talking about. If it's what they want exactly, and they have the money to buy what exactly they want, then they're going to spend the money on it. So even if I put it up and said $20, that's what somebody will pay for it. If that's exactly what it is. Am I talking in third person? So anyway, I have 3 of those. You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to yourself sometimes. Okay. I don't know. Would you consider that Hollywood Regency? I would think it would be more like gold and stuff like that. But maybe. Okay. Then the next thing I picked up, I didn't know what exactly was in it. I don't know. Okay, at the outlet, I don't normally get in the big fray of people lining up for the new bins to go like rushing over to them. I just don't like it. But I did this time. I don't know. It's just not that important to me for me to get in there and start being rude to people. But there was this big heart that was being overlooked, and I could tell there was something inside. It wasn't candy, unless it was really old candy. So I just picked it up, put it in my basket. I was like, oh, look in a minute. So what's inside this velvety heart? And it was a candy box at one point. But what's in there were some little I love you die cut thingies. Some really nice, these are not worth it. Nothing. Okay, but there's some really nice napkins. I didn't see any maker's mark on them. But there are 4 pardon me, fabric Valentine napkins, and they're just in immaculate condition. So those I will sell. And then there's also this really cute garland that's beaded. These beaded hearts. Garland. Anyway, so there's that. And I did find the garland up there. Oh, that fell. I'll have to get it in a second. And I saw a sold on that garland for $13.49. So, B & Bark says quality matters with frames. Yeah, these ones seem pretty nice. So, okay, so there's that. And then finally, the last thing that I got to sell, I have a couple things that I picked up that we're going to end up keeping, and I was surprised this was still in there, is this Polar Fitness heart rate monitor watch. And maybe because it's not, I don't know, I'll have to see. Anyway, so here it is. It's in there. And it's got the chest strap. I mean, is somebody going to want to use one of those? That's the only thing now, after I got it home, I mean, it doesn't look like it's really been used. And all of the manuals and everything's still in there. And, like, it doesn't look worn or used or anything. So I'll have to just kind of look at the battery and try it out and see if it, well, not try it out, but just turn it on and see if it's working. Hang on, try to get the box closed. Anyway, even if it was used, do people buy, because then it's like a chest strap and you're buying somebody's like chest sweat. And I don't know about that. But after I got it, I was like, maybe I didn't think this through. So, but here are a couple that are up there. It says new open box. $53 on that one. $49.77 again on that one. It must be obviously open box on those. But then when I click out, and these ones that are up, pre-owned. See, I wouldn't feel right saying that it was new because I don't know if it was used or not. Maybe it was lightly used for all I know. So I'll have to say it's used, pre-owned or whatever. So, I mean, as you can see, and there's not a ton of those up there, but there are other brands, of course, that are up there. So, okay. Bryce Aggie Babe says you can buy new straps from the company. Someone will buy it used. Thank you. This is true. Island Thrift says people buy vintage underwear, so who knows? That's totally true. Totally. I turned Valley Girl for just a second. Okay, so let me show you a couple things I got for me, or for us, that we're going to keep. I got this because it was basically in new condition. We'll sanitize it and wash it. But one of my kids is into foxes right now. There's a cute little fox on that plate. And then I got a couple books. I don't really look at the books much there. Little Cat's Luck, because cats and my kids. Mama Zen. Walking the Crooked Path of Motherhood. Boy, do I need that. And then okay, my nose is itching. I'm going to come check the chat because I know I missed some stuff. Okay, so I just love it. And then the next thing I got are some really cute cards with little cactus on them. I say for me, knowing me, I'm going to give these to my sister. And then the envelopes are super cute. They have like that on them. I'll probably give these to my sister because she likes cacti. She likes cacti a lot. Okay, closing that up. I'm going to reach down into this box real fast because I had something else. Hang on. Oh, well, I'll just grab part of it. I got these, and there's a bunch of them. There's more down in there. Okay, these little wooden discs to paint. So I thought I got this. There's some more down in there. I thought we'd host like a little homeschool Christmas party and everybody could paint or sequins or whatever on little wooden discs. Isn't that fun? I'm sure they'll be delighted. Or who knows, maybe they'll use it to... There's so many options. They could make garlands and who knows what else with that. Okay, so I'm going to go back and look in the chat. I wonder, can I pull it up so y'all are not just seeing me randomly stare off into the chattiness? Let me close this. Let's see, can I close this out? I'm going to hide that. No. There. Okay, then I'll grab the chat. Look at me trying to figure out technology on the fly. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at us. We did it. Yeah, you helped me. All right, so I'm looking back through the chat. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you made it. Yeah, I'm enjoying the... Jenny says, I love living the bin life through you. I am really enjoying it because it makes it easier for me to source. And as you guys know, through some of the mug videos I've done, the prices at the Goodwills and stuff here for mugs are kind of crazy. So, yeah, and it just kind of hit or miss. And the garage selling has been kind of hit or miss. And even just being able to go. So this way I can get a good amount of inventory to list throughout the week. And it's cheap. I like that. So, let's see. I'm looking through. Hi, everybody. Hello. Christine says, you could try Designer Divas high-end authentications on Facebook. They're super helpful. Oh, I may have to do that. I'm going to try on my own. I'm going to take my own advice and try to look it up and figure it out on my own before I go ask for help. So, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming, Mary. Hello, Lynn. Okay, first time catching Lynn. Okay, I found a 10-karat gold Masonic ring. Would you sell it on Etsy or eBay? Both. I would list it on both. Because why not? You get more viewers. So, and bucket hats are popular right now. Gilligan hats. I wonder if I could use the word Gilligan in it. without it being, is it Vero? Is that the word I'm looking for? Where they'll say you can't, use that word. So that's okay. Sanitizing that. We talked about that. And I need to get some other friends going because I went with Mary the other day and it was a lot of fun. And then some of our other friends was like, hey, we want to go too. I'm like, okay, we can do this. Okay. Rhiannon says, did you do the puzzles to see if the pieces are there? Not all the way, but I grabbed all the ones I could, put them in the bag, and then was like, you know what, I'll just do them when I go home and put them together. It looks like there's enough, at least one of them. I'll let you know. I'll post it on my Instagram. I'll sit here and do puzzles. Anything to keep me from going downstairs and having to do laundry, right? I'll do a Batman puzzle instead. So, going back through. Okay, you got this. There's talking to each other. Good. I like that y'all are talking to each other in the chat, by the way. So we talked about that. I'm looking for any questions. Do you have to have a lot of following to do auctions? No, you don't. When I did the Star Wars one, here's the thing. Some people are like, there's a way to set alerts. So if people are collectors, they get notified when there's new, like, hey, somebody just listed this thing that you're looking for, that you're watching out for. So I think yeah. Schroeder says, oh God, I hate babies. I only like my own. Okay. Okay. This is true. Charlotte says, does anyone know how to get permanent marker off the bottom of leather shoes? Ooh, I don't know that. Definitely not. Another thing that was there that I almost got, I feel like I shouldn't be touching my nose or my face, but my nose is itching and I don't have a tissue handy. I almost got a Melissa and Doug mailbox that was at the bins, and it needed to be cleaned up, but it had all the letters and stuff. It just was missing the key, so I didn't get it. So anyway, okay, flipping through a little bit faster. Sorry if it's going too fast. And I tried to get some footage today in the outlet, so I'm always so nervous now because I know they don't really want you videotaping in there, but I was trying to get some to show you guys because it's always fun. So then, any advice on cleaning the inside of purses like ink or food stains? No, I don't. Usually if it's pretty bad, I just don't even, because I don't know how to clean that. Okay, that looks like it. What is the average time you have average. Barbara says, what's the average time you have an item on eBay before it sells? Ooh, it's hard for me to average that because if I'm going to do a true average, let me get nerdy. I have things that have been on there for a really long time, and then I'll have things that I list that sell pretty quickly. So it just kind of depends on the item. And there are other things that happen in the algorithm because the last few days, it's funny, if you're not really consistently listing stuff every day, things just kind of like, oh, okay, eBay's like, oh, you don't need any sales right now, cool. But if you're pretty consistent about listing every day, it's amazing how things start selling. And just randomness, because you guys know I sell pretty random things. Pardon me. So yeah, average 3 months, unless that's not probably accurate either. Because if I'm truly averaging, I've got things that have been up there for a really long time. I don't pay too close attention. I just keep listing, and then things sell as they sell. So, but I do okay. I mean, as I've said for a long time, I try to do at least $200 a week on eBay and Etsy, so that it kind of fits in the puzzle of all the different things that I do to make money to support my family. That's one piece of the puzzle. Then there's the print on demand. Sorry, just banged the mic. And all of that kind of stuff. So everything kind of fits together. And so my goal, of course, I would love to be more. And so, but the base amount, if I'm going to stick with my budget and make sure that my budget stays as it's supposed to be, is $200. Anything over that is awesome. And it goes, I can put it in my savings account for any time that things are kind of slower. It works. It works for me. Barbara says, do you use the promote feature? I have a few things promoted, but I'm no, it hasn't really done anything. The thing that I find that does work better is the send offer. When you can send the offer. I never did that video, did I? I recorded part of it and I recorded part of it on my phone, but I never did that video. How about that? I need to edit it and put it up. Bailey is asking, hang on, let me flip back. How do you organize larger items? I live in an apartment, I'm so very limited on what I can bring home. Oh, I hear that. I mean, this is my workroom, so as you can see, it's very messy. It's not as messy as it has been. Larger items. I guess, can you put them under the bed? I have a big shelf over here, and just kind of depending, I know people have stored things that wouldn't get damaged, that is, in the garage, like in tubs or bins, or in a storage shed in the back. What else could you do? I know some people have a storage locker, but you'd have to be pretty on top of being able to, that's just an added expense. You know what I mean? Like getting a storage unit to keep your inventory in is a good option. Like you say, if you live in a really small space, but you have to be conscious of making sure you're selling enough to pay for the rent on the storage locker. Unless you have a loved one with lots of spare rooms, maybe you can rent a room in their house. Because I had a workroom in my other house too before we moved. So, yeah. Okay. Shane says, on Google it says hairspray to get pin off of leather. Why don't you ask a shoemaker? That's a good idea. Island Thrift says, I have a ton of vintage items that I was looking at making a page on Etsy for. Is that a good idea? I've been debating for a long while. You mean like how Etsy has that kind of like Pinteresty type of page thing? Because Etsy changed the way they did things like that. Like you used to be able to curate a whatever. I forget what it was called now. Treasure? I forget what it's called. I don't know. I have never done that. As far as that. Yeah. Schrodinger says, I think you should. It's really easy. Do you mean like making a page or like opening an Etsy store? Or making like the page like you would do for a Pinterest thing? If you're just talking about opening an Etsy store, then yeah, absolutely. One, there's a lot of people that shop there. I think after eBay, it's one of the most popular. And then also people are willing to pay. They tend to pay a little bit more on Etsy. Okay. Well, that's it, everybody. I'm going to go clean up my mess here and make a pile of things that I need to clean up and things I need to start photographing. And I hope you guys have a really good evening. Do you have lots of fun plans for this week?